The sixth word of Jesus from the cross, John 19:29-30. A bowl was there full of cheap wine mixed with vinegar. So a sponge was soaked in it, put on a stick of hyssop, and lifted up to his lips. When Jesus had received the wine, he said, "It is finished." It is finished. It is complete. It is fulfilled. It is accomplished. Not the end, but the beginning. Those of you who cook, sometimes cooking involves quite an elaborate process, spanning many hours. At the end of the preparations for the meal, and when everything has been mixed together in just the right proportions and heated to just the right number of degrees for the right amount of time, and everything set forth, you say it is finished. The work is complete, but the meal then only begins. When someone goes through the difficulty of labor, not only however many hours of labor she may have in giving birth to a child, but comes then to the completion of a long period of preparation for that birth, not only the 9 months of pregnancy, but perhaps many years of looking forward to and preparing in various ways for the child to come, that mother finally, holding that child in her arms for the first time, can say, "It is finished. It is accomplished." And yet, the life of that child is just beginning. And so it is with this word from the cross. The prophets prepared for centuries for his coming. He came, he was born, he preached, he performed the miracles, he established the church, he initiated the sacraments, he gave us the gospel, and then he was betrayed and crucified, and now he comes to the conclusion of his suffering. He comes to the completion of a great preparation, of a great joining of humanity to God, of a great hammering out all the rough spots of our broken humanity and healing the wounds. He comes to the end of a process of lifting the veil off of God and revealing him perfectly to the world. He can say at this moment on the cross, "It is finished." Why can he say that? Not because the process of the salvation of the world is at an end, but because now it can begin, like a great feast can begin, like the life of a child born into the world gets underway. Brothers and sisters, "It is finished" is a declaration that now the doors are open for the salvation of the world. Now the groundwork has been laid for each and every person to take hold of the eternal life of God that it was impossible to have before. That the chasm, the abyss, separating God from humanity has been closed. Now everyone can walk back in to that paradise of which we had been deprived. Now it is finished, because there will be no further public revelation until the second coming. There will be no additional Gospels, no additional books of the Bible. There will be no further doctrines revealed. Now it is finished. The full manifestation, the full revelation of God has been given to the world. Now it is finished. All the means of grace have been entrusted to the human family. There are not going to be more churches, more sacraments. There don't have to be. It is finished. God has given the final word, and he has offered to the human family the last best chance for salvation. God, in saying it is finished on the cross, essentially is saying, now you have seen it all. I have placed into your hands everything I can possibly place for you to take and learn from and utilize for your salvation. Because he said, "It is finished," the apostles could proclaim, "There is salvation in nobody else. For there is no other name given in heaven or on earth by which we are to be saved." It is only Jesus Christ, the one mediator between God and the human family. Only he accomplished what had to be done. Only he could offer the everlasting sacrifice that could heal the gap between God and humanity. Indeed, it is finished. And that leads us to say, let us begin. It leads us to think of that final scene in the movie Jesus of Nazareth, when the high priest looks down into the tomb, sees that it's empty, and then says, "Now it begins. It all begins."